A general explanation of the Buddha speaks of Amitabha Sutra, with commentary by the Venerable Master Xuanhua. Verse for opening a sutra. The unsurpassed, profound, and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of eons. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold it, and I vow to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning. Describing the substance. The second of the fivefold profound meaning is describing the substance. Once you know a person's name, you learn to recognize him on sight. Is he fat or thin, tall or short? You don't necessarily have to see his face, but can recognize him by his form. Oh, it's him. This sutra is a Mahayana Dharma, spoken without request, and takes the real marks as its substance. The real mark is no mark. There is no mark, nothing at all. And yet, there is nothing which is not marked, unmarked. It is true emptiness, and with nothing unmarked. It is wonderful existence. All marks are the real mark. The real mark is unmarked, without nothing unmarked. It is without marks and also without any no marks. It is neither without marks nor is it marked by no marks. While in the midst of marks, one should not hold on to marks, for they are not the real mark. True suchness, the one true Dharma realm, the thus come one's store nature, all are different names for the real mark. Clarifying the principle. Unless you understand the sutra's doctrine and objective, you will not understand its principles. So now we will examine the one by means of the other. It is just like knowing a person's name and then discovering his occupation. The principles of this sutra are faith, vows, and practice holding the Buddha's name. These are the three prerequisites of the Pure Land Dharma door. One who goes on a journey takes along some food and a little money. One who wishes to go to the land of the ultimate bliss needs faith, vows, and the practice of holding the Buddha's name. Faith. Faith is the first prerequisite, for without it, one will not make the vow to be born with Amitabha in the Pure Land of ultimate bliss, and thus will not realize the objective of this sutra. You must have faith in yourself, the land of ultimate bliss, cause and effect, and noumena and phenomena. What does it mean to believe in oneself? It is to believe that you certainly have the qualifications necessary to be born in the land of ultimate bliss. You should not take yourself lightly and say, I have committed so many offenses, I can't be born there. If you have heavy offense karma, you now have a good opportunity to take it with you to the land of ultimate bliss, regardless of the offense you have committed in the past. If you change your mind and reform your conduct, you may be born there, offenses and all. Taking your karma to the Pure Land refers to past karma, however, not to future karma. Once you have understood the Dharma, offenses should cease. If you continue to offend, you will absolutely not be reborn in the land of ultimate bliss. You may recite the Buddha's name and bow to the Buddha, but you will only be making investments in future Buddhahood. You will not, in this life, be born in the land of ultimate bliss because you clearly understood and yet deliberately violated the rules of the Dharma.